Welcome to the Kobe Bryant Film Room. And in this episode of the Kobe Bryant Film Room, this is our watch party, right? This is the Kobe Bryant Film Room watch party. Welcome. We're going to be going over the LA Lakers versus the Portland Trail Blazers. Game 6 of the 2000 Western Conference Finals, right? And in this episode of the watch party, I want to focus in on Kobe Bryant's ascension, right? Now, there's been a big deal made about the Shaq's finals performances, and they were incredible, right? Incredible performances. Shaq was a beast. He destroyed and ragdolled his competition, and can't take nothing away from that, right? But a lot of people don't understand that the Western Conference Finals was tougher than the NBA Finals, right? And that the championship out of these two teams, the championship was going to be won between these two NBA franchises, right? So whoever won the West was going to win the title, right? And so Portland was one of those teams that had a lot of dangerous weapons. And they were a tall team, right? Very tall team. So they were extremely tough. And as you see, Steve Smith, Sabonis, Scottie Pippen, and Rasheed Wallace, man. You have Rasheed Wallace, 7 feet tall. You know what I'm saying? Arvydas Sabonis, one of the greatest passers of all time. One of the greatest European players of all time.
Blazers are at home.
You had Steve Smith, who was killing this series, absolutely hot. You know what I'm saying? Cooking. Damon Stoudemire, a very quick point guard, right? And so, without further ado, let's get into it.
Whether or not that's an advantage can be debated. Since the Lakers won the opener of this series, the road team has won every game since. Let's check with them on.
All right, thanks, Bob. Just an update on Kobe Bryant, who with that bruised fifth metatarsal of his right foot, he has a protective covering over his head. It's a little bit sore. They've done a special kind of wrap, and he is ready to play. In terms of Portland Trail Blazers and their injuries, Scottie Pippen, he dislocated 2 fingers on his left hand. He didn't practice.
So, this is the thing, right? So, Kobe Bryant was injured, right? And I've been telling people for the longest, Kobe Bryant was injury prone, right? He was always dealing with something, right? The only difference between Kobe Bryant and everybody else is that he came back to play, right? He played through a lot of shit. And people like to penalize him for shooting that field goal percentage that he shot. But bro, he's not even supposed to be on the court, right? Now, Scottie Pippen was also dealing with injuries. You know, if you look at his hand, he's got 2 fingers wrapped, right? He was dealing with finger injuries as well, right? But you know, as we believe in the Kobe Bryant Film Room, if you're on the court, you can play. And there ain't no sympathy for you. You know what I'm saying? Now, in retrospect, we can look back and provide context. But during that time, in the heat of that moment, no, absolutely no excuses. You got to get the job done, right? I also want to point out that the case for Kobe Bryant as the GOAT of the NBA's YouTube channel, he believes that this was the turning point and when the franchise was pretty much leaning towards Kobe as the best player, right? Because this is the game that Kobe had to take over. Right, he was essentially Shaq's role player before this, right? And I think he thinks that this moment was the turning point, and I agree with him. I think that Shaq was used to being the go-to guy in the fourth quarter, and then that changed once Kobe showed the ability to just take over the game at the highest level, and I think that's when the leadership shifted to Kobe being their best closer and to Kobe being their best player, right? And even though Shaq had the numbers, Kobe was more impactful because he was closing the games, he was guarding the best defenders, and he was also scoring a hell of a lot of points during their stretch of time, damn near the same amount, right? So we break and just dissect the game down here, y'all.
His last games, the defenders are a little short, hasn't taken, but realize how important this game is. He is ready to play. Rob?
Ahmad, thanks. The officials are Danny Crawford, Ron Garrettson, and Bernie
And in
Pryor.
this series, Scottie Pippen was trying to prove that he could lead the team to the NBA championship, right? And win it, right? So Scottie made it all the way to the Western Conference Finals. You know what I'm saying? With as a leader on his team, right? Which was a great accomplishment. You know, Scottie was able to lead this team. Now they ultimately lost, but if he would have won, that would have put his legacy in a huge, like, that would have changed the whole outlook of Scottie Pippen, because you beat Kobe and Shaq, right? You beat Shaq in this MVP year, right? And he almost pulled it off, y'all. 7 games. You know what I'm saying? 7 games. So, I just wanted to kind of throw that information on there, because I think sometimes Scottie gets played and he gets overlooked. And I know he's been whining of late, but Scottie was something else.
Garrettson tossed Rasheed Wallace in Game 1 of this series in L.A.
Well, let's talk about matchups here early. We know that Kobe Bryant, the last 3 games, has matched up against Scottie Pippen. In games 3 and 4 here, it worked. Lakers got 2 wins. In Game 5, Scottie went right at him, got him in foul trouble. We have seen that Kobe has not played well with fouls. With that said, he will guard Stoudemire tonight to stay out of foul trouble. Not so much because of his sore foot, because he cannot get in foul trouble for this Lakers team tonight, especially early in this game.
Shaq will jump against Sabonis. Since being all but blanked in the first 2 games in Los Angeles, Sabonis has played pretty well. In the last 3 games, he's averaged 12 points, 6 rebounds, shot better than 50% from the floor. And if he can hit a few of those outside shots, obviously it changes Shaq's approach defensively.
I think that's the biggest thing, Bob. When he's hitting, Shaq has to be aware of him, and it opens up the lane for the Blazers to be able to post other players.
Violation on the jump, and they give the ball to Portland.
And we know that in games 3 and 4, Portland got off to great starts. You talked about, Bob, they were up 10 at the end of game 3, up 5 to get halftime of game 4. They weren't able to sustain it. Let's see tonight if they get off to that roaring start that we saw in games 3 and 4.
Bryant opens on Stoudemire, as you predicted, before the game began. How many minutes?
So I want y'all to pay attention to how they go after Bean. They know he's hurt. They know he's a wounded animal, right? And they have big post players. And so watch how they go at Bean, right? Kobe's dealing with that injury. Don't forget that. So when he's guarding these guys, they're trying to take advantage of that matchup. Old school basketball, y'all.
Again, is another question. Portland's big lineup in the backcourt has been very effective. Rice playing Pippen, at least for now.
Get him down.
We always see as Wallace
Rasheed Wallace, the animal.
against AC Green.
Here it is. That's their first play almost every time. This time it doesn't go down, but
Great.
Wallace saves it to Stoudemire.
Good rebound,
And
Shaq.
finally, Shaquille O'Neal, who had 21 boards in Game 5, snatches that one.
Now, David Stoudemire needs to make some baskets out there, because in the 2 wins, he has no points and 2 points. He needs to show that he can be out there in the big plays for win.
Here's Ron Harper. He's been a surprising plus for them offensively. Bryant over the smallest
So
shot.
I want y'all to see something. Let me go back. So let me go back.
It to Stoudemire, and finally Shaquille O'Neal at 21
I want y'all
boards
to
in
see
Game
something.
5, snatches that one.
Now, David Stoudemire needs to make some baskets out there, because in the 2 wins, he has no points and 2 points. He needs to show that he can be out there.
Boom, double team, trap on Shaq, right? And that's how they guard Shaq the whole series, right? Now, watch this.
Big plays for
So
win.
Shaq gives it out. Kobe gets it,
Here's Ron
right?
Harper.
Kobe gets it.
Surprising.
Boom, right? So Shaq was double teamed, right? But a lot of people think that because Shaq was double teamed, Kobe had to be open, right? Wrong. Look at Scottie right there. Look at Rasheed Wallace willing to come over and help, right? But check this out. Look how he's ignoring Ron Harper, right? Now, Kobe could have passed it to Ron Harper, but the shot clock, look at the shot clock winding down, right? And I think Kobe knows something has to be pulled. They want Ron Harper to shoot that shot.
Bryant over the smallest Stoudemire.
Kobe goes up,
And a whistle.
See, Isaiah Thomas made it.
Now, Kobe probably should have passed that ball to Ron Harper, but the defense, Scotty pretty much wants to take Kobe out the series, right? And not allow him to get his shit off. So that's the mind games and strategy within the basketball that coaches play, right? We're going to move Scotty up, and we're going to let the others beat him.
Points in the studio.
Kobe, being the guy he is, says, hell no. Fuck that.
You get an injury, a lot like Kobe Bryant does, it slows you down. And this is what happens. He takes the one dribble, spurs himself up. So instead of thinking about maybe doing 2 or 3 things, as Isaiah talked about, you take that one option, you go strong and you get into it. That's what we saw from Kobe right there.
Kobe Bryant has had one big game in this series, 25 points in Game 3. Overall, he's averaging 17 points in the 5 games and shooting just 40%. He starts with a long jumper and a 3-point play.
They're going to post up Steve
Here's
Smith.
Steve Smith. And Smith continues
Steve Smith was cooking their ass.
shooting over 50% in the playoffs.
And he has been steady.
Smitty was a problem.
Around 16 points in every series.
Let me correct myself on the Bryant basket by force of Pavlis at 3-point play. Foul on the 3-pointer, a 4-point play. Here he is again.
Good pass by Shaq.
Nice pass by Shaq.
Now, AC Green is not going to get credit for that play, but he's the one that knocked that ball loose.
Great pass by Shaq.
So the 4-point play by
Being
Bryant.
defense on Daniel.
Makes it 6-2 in favor of the Lakers. And a whistle at the other end.
Hustle plays, that's what winning championships are all about. You see Rasheed
That's
Wallace
good
does not
defense by
block him
Daniel
out.
Stoudemire.
So AC Green gets a clear path to the basket, knocks the ball away from Scottie Pippen, and Ron Harper gets the easy layup. Ron Harper has been great in this series.
That foul was on AC Green, who's a Portland native and an alum of Oregon State. Well, they just changed it back. I guess I was right the first time. They took a point away from the Lakers and said that Kobe Bryant's first basket of the game was a 2-pointer plus the foul for a 3-point play.
That wasn't no fucking 4-point play. Come on. That shit wasn't even close. But thank God that they got replay. Because that shit was crazy.
4-point play. So make it 5-2. They just took a point off the board for the Lakers.
They want to pick on AC Green. Steve Wallace.
Wallace testing Green and
Beast.
scoring.
Good move.
If you don't come back and get on that ball and he comes across that lane and he gets in rhythm, he will knock that shot down 8 or 10 times.
Kobe wants the ball. Double team.
Out of the pack to Harper. 5 on the shot clock. Bryant over Stoudemire.
Great.
And Smith chases it down.
Now, you see how they're guarding Kobe, right? Rasheed comes up and pressures Kobe to give it up. You know, Kobe has to rush his shots. He has to pick his spots better because of the lack of spacing on the floor.
Steve Smith driving. Got past O'Neal.
And I don't know if you guys remember that video that I did with Steve Smith debating this guy about LeBron and Kobe's defense, right? And that shit was funny. That video was funny as hell. Steve Smith was like, no. Y'all go check that video out, yo. What about LeBron? I think LeBron was better this year as a defender. No. And if anybody will know about defense or anything like that, especially dealing with Kobe being Bryant, it's Steve Smith.
Come over and give their support help to Matt. He allowed Steve Smith to go right in and lay that ball in the basket. Phil Jackson don't like that kind of defense.
Glenn Rice.
Good shot.
They need something from him. You said they need 15 tonight.
Well, the big three got them 67 wins in this season, and it's been sort of the big two, and then who else was going to show up here in the playoffs, especially if we getting deep in the playoffs. They need Rice.
Big.
Sabonis lets it go. Shaq
That shot's going to be there for Sabonis.
Green takes the rebound.
That shot's going to be there.
Sabonis cuts in front, slaps it away, and Stoudemire has it.
But that quickness by Sabonis.
Stoudemire.
Good
does
block
it
by
back into
Bean.
Sabonis, who misses.
Good rebound by Shaq.
Shaq making sure that Wallace and nobody else has any idea about taking it away from him.
Good pass by Shaq.
To Green, who was fouled. But again, you have to admire
Shaq was very good at passing the ball in the post, y'all.
O'Neal's
Very
passing
good. I mean, excellent at it at times.
skills. He led all centers, averaging almost 4 assists a game this year.
This was Kobe's basket that they initially said three and they made it two. Well inside the 2-point line. So
That is nowhere near a three.
and the best part about it is the referees corrected it. You don't want to all of a sudden get down to the late game and a play like that cost you, especially in a game like this for the Lakers. If they win, move on to the finals to join Indiana. And congratulations to the Pacers, Larry Bird, Reggie Miller, and the rest of that team.
Foul by Steve Smith. AC Green, who was scoreless in Game 5, makes them both.
Kobe guarding Dana. Post up by Rasheed Wallace.
Wallace again against Green. Shaq comes over to help, leaving Sabonis free.
Sabonis brick. But that, again, that shot's going to be there for Sabonis because Shaq wants to double. He wants to lay down low and help. He don't want to come out there to the perimeter. So that shot's going to be there.
Pippen tried to steal it, but he was out of bounds.
Bob, you made the point earlier. That's why Sabonis is so important. If Shaquille O'Neal is going to go back and help down on Rasheed Wallace, lead post player, Sabonis is going to knock that shot in. So he's going to continue to get that look. Shot looks a little flat tonight here to start this game.
All but one of LA's starters has scored. The one is Shaquille O'Neal, who doesn't have a field goal attempt yet.
They denying him the ball.
Here's Kobe.
Man, got that shit back.
And he's gone.
Good defense by Damon. Bean got that shit smacked.
Here's Kobe. Knocked away from him. Stoudemire's got it. And he's gone.
Quick hands.
These are the kind of plays that Stoudemire has to make. He's at his best in the open court. So when he's on the floor, the Blazers have to be able to push the tempo of the game.
O'Neal. His first attempt.
Brick.
Out of bounds, touched last by the Blazers.
And you think Phil Jackson hasn't talked to his team about throwing the ball inside, everything inside that three-point line. Phil knows that on the road, you can't shoot threes like you do at home. In their 2 wins here, shot about 13 threes in both of those.
And that was the philosophy. You'll see in this game that Kobe doesn't really start cooking. They're really trying to force the issue because he's got Stoudemire one-on-one. And so at times, right? But he doesn't try to force the issue because the philosophy is to get the ball down to Shaq, which is the smart thing to do by Coach Phil Jackson. But it did limit Kobe's effectiveness on the floor because he has to be more selective and more smarter with his shots, right? But during the end of this series, Kobe says, fuck Phil Jackson and all that shit he talking about. We got to get this win, and Kobe starts going to work, right? But you see, he's being patient, right? A few of these shots, two of these shots I think were rushed, but that was because there was bad spacing.
O'Neal into the lane against
Good
Sabonis.
move by Shaq.
And that's where Shaq is so difficult to cover because for most big men, not only does he overpower you, but he's so quick. So he goes right back after that missed shot.
Dana.
Stoudemire is free.
And that's not good defense by Kobe. Kobe should have moved up.
Harper driving, contact, ball out of bounds, no foul.
Good defense by David Stoudemire. Might have been a foul though.
This is the MVP. Get the ball inside. Look, he misses it, but he just powers himself back to the basket. Lakers off to a great start here. They lead by 3. We're going to take a look here at just the power of this man, Shaquille O'Neal. What he represents every night and what you have to play against. Watch him here as he goes for the offensive rebound.
Game 5.
You can hear them. Watch it. Somebody help me get it. And then look here. Brian Grant has got him by the bicep.
Hey, look at Scotty. Scotty's like, I really got to go out and guard this nigga. I'm trying to do my Scotty impression, y'all. I got to go out and guard this nigga. I don't know if I can do it. He's too damn big.
Trying to hold him down. One arm, he powers right through him and goes up and
Hey, Shaq threw a vicious elbow in the direction of Brian Grant.
And his soft hands. And then tonight, last play we just saw, he goes inside, the little bump against the bone.
Hey, Shaq didn't give a fuck where you ended up after he hit you. After he went up for his move, he didn't give a fuck where you were. You could be on the floor. You could be bleeding.
Gathers himself, little finger roll, but look at the quickness back, and he tips that ball right in the basket. This man poses so many problems. That's why when you play power basketball, you got to go to him, and then he will give the ball out, and instead of shooting the 3, drive that ball inside. And that's what we've seen the Lakers do to start this game.
Damn, they packed the shit out of Let's see that again. Hey, Scotty packed the shit out of Glenn Rights.
And then he will give the ball out, and instead of shooting the 3, drive that ball inside. That's what we've seen the Lakers do to start this game.
Give me that shit, nigga.
Shot back in his face. He claims he was fouled. Portland has the ball in transition. Stoudemire finds
Good
Smith.
pass.
Looking at 3 and shot an air ball. A
Good
rarity for him.
defense.
He's
We're
hitting
talking
better
about
than
Kobe.
50% from three-point range in the playoffs.
He was 11 for 18 in this series, shooting over 60%, so he's really been on fire from that line.
Good steal. Good defense by Rasheed.
Stoudemire driving.
Good take by Damon.
You got to attack Kobe Bryant. That's what Portland did in
David
Game 5.
Stoudemire was one of the quicker guards in the league during that time. He was lightning quick. That was a great aggressive move to the basket.
In games 3 and 4, they went away from him. They said, if he's going to be out there, we're going to make him defend. Damon Stoudemire,
Good
again, this
crossover.
is when he's at his best. The little
So
herky-jerky
Kobe
crossover
fell asleep.
in the open
Damon
court
made
to
him
foul
pay.
the opportunity for the three-point play. And again, Bob, I can't emphasize it enough. If Damon Stoudemire's got to be on the floor, early in the game especially, they have got to play up-tempo basketball because in a half-court game, he becomes a liability.
The foul is Bryant's first.
Brick.
And Stoudemire can't complete the three-point play. Still a 1-point Laker lead. Harper.
Good ball denial.
Twice. A two-point
Denying the entry pass to Shaq by Pippen. Kobe with the switch. The bigger Steve Smith.
Right back to Kobe again, see if they can get a foul.
Steve Smith is very hard to guard.
Here it is. And he got it.
That may have been an offensive foul, but that was a good move by Steve Smith.
Smith has 6.
You can see how they go in that beam,
Consistency.
trying to test out their
16
ankle.
games throughout the playoffs and seldom falling off. Bryant spinning.
We're in a double team.
Kobe in some trouble. Launches inside.
And Kobe got that shit beat. Good take by Damon.
This is Portland tempo. Rebound the ball, kick one loose, get in the open court, and attack. Make the Lakers play 94 feet.
Get the shot. Good pass. Brick.
Rebound to Stoudemire.
And when you see a nigga open in basketball, wide open, there's a reason. And not saying Ron Harper's a bad player, but he wasn't the greatest shooter.
Stoudemire kicks it out to Smith, and now it's Pippen.
Kobe now and Wallace. Somebody has to help. Watch Sabonis for the shot outside.
On the run,
Good
he
defense.
knocked away. It's still Blazer ball, 5 on the shot clock.
See, the Blazers, Bob, are great at finding a mismatch. So what they force you to do is help. They space the floor great. They keep their shooters on the perimeter.
Off Stoudemire's hands, got to get him a quick shot. Stoudemire.
Good move. So once again, Bean is late to react, and Stoudemire makes him pay. They're attacking Bean. That ankle, they're gonna test that shit out.
That's still 9 off now. This guy can score. More importantly, he's quicker than Scotty, so he puts a different kind of pressure on him.
Stoudemire is subject to up and down performances on a definite uptick in the first quarter of Game 6. He scored 8. And the Trailblazers lead by 5.
He has Kobe Bryant. He's going to make him guard it. He backs him down, shoots over the top of him. A little post jump shot. And now Steve Smith is 6'8". Then the trapping defense by the Blazers, swarming Kobe Bryant in the post. Sabonis comes over and gets the block shot.
So Scotty was a roamer. He was helping on Shaq and helping on Bean. You know what I'm saying? So that was Scotty's role. And Scotty and Rasheed, actually.
This is when the Blazers are at their best, especially at home. Damon Stoudemire on the finishing end of a fast break. And then Damon once again, a little screen roll, gets his shoulder turned around. Kobe Bryant, a little
That's a
up
good
and under
move.
The Blazers are on a 10-2 run. Damon has 8 of the 10 points. Let's go over to Ahmad Rashad. Ahmad?
All right, thanks, Doug. Scotty Pippen told me that Damon Stoudemire has really been in a funk the last couple of days. In a funk in a way, he's very determined to show that he can play at this level. So he's been very aware of the things he's been saying and how the Lakers are trying to take advantage of him.
Scotty as a roamer. Scotty's roamer.
At this level of the playoffs, Bob.
Ahmad, thanks. Here's another Laker
And
turnover.
see, what they want to do is force the role players to beat them. You know what I'm saying? So that's the strategy. They know these dudes aren't really great shooters outside of Glenn Rice.
Stoudemire got a piece of it. Pippen picked it up. Rasheed Wallace.
Damn, that's a good aggressive move.
Oh, he was very fortunate on that time. It looked like he got bumped on the way up. I think he was trying to shoot that ball straight in the basket, but he got the clean roll off the glass. Blazers now up 7, doing it with their defense.
They shot 9 of 16. The Lakers 4 of 13. The Lakers have turned it over 3 times. Portland hasn't turned it over at all. Shaq in deep. That's trouble for Portland, and they have to foul.
Good aggressive move by Shaq.
So, Bob, when you and I were coming to the game tonight, I said to you, I think one of the real keys for Portland, if they're going to win, and we're looking at that guy, Arvydas Sabonis, I felt like that if he could stay out of foul trouble, especially early, not pick up 2 quick fouls in the first 6 minutes, that they would be in good shape. And he's been able to do that. So that is going to be a real key. Rasheed Wallace picked up the foul, but it's going to be important. Remember now, he and Scottie Pippen must play heavy minutes tonight. Those are their 2 key guys.
31 and 21. Damn.
O'Neal misses the first. He had a string of 15 made in a row.
Yo, 31 and 21 is fucking crazy. That nigga Shaq was on some other shit in the year 2000.
Spread over the end of Game 3, all of Game 4, and part of Game 5. He misses the both.
Now remember, if he's missing tonight, we can see Hackashack. Mike Dunleavy says it's a game-to-game thing. If he's not making them, we will foul him.
The foul a moment ago was Wallace's first, and Sabonis doesn't have one yet. Smith spinning. Kobe was the defender.
That's a lay-in for Smitty. Yeah, so Kobe back then, his post defense was he needed to work on his post defense, getting stronger. You know what I'm saying? Getting more technique. And Robert Ory points that out in the podcast. Right? Kobe was being attacked in the post. That was his weakness back then.
That's an illegal defense that's called. Number 1 on Phil Jackson. Jackson's Lakers.
If you're going to post people, you have to keep spacing on the floor. And the Blazers do a good job, especially when Sabonis is out there. Shaq loves to go back and stand in that paint.
And there's a foul right away as Harper and Smith got tangled up. Number 1 on Hart.
Again, they're going to go to Steve Smith. Because Harper tries to take the little flop, they won't buy it, and then he reaches
That
out.
nigga said, you are not about to post me up, nigga. Fuck that shit. You gonna have to earn this shit.
Grabs him, and the reason he does is because he doesn't want to give him an easy layup. He takes the foul.
Being moving
On
up.
shot clock. Stoudemire deals to Sabonis.
Good defense by Bean. Sabonis can't. Now Sabonis is gonna have that all night. He gonna. Shaq gonna give him that all night. Shaq does not want to move up.
I don't sense them burning as much energy as we saw the last 2 times we were here.
Shaq juggles and recovers.
Good empty pass by Kobe. Damn.
In and cuts it to 7.
Howard, did you
Yo,
see him?
Shaq moved that nigga, dog. Like, do you see Sabonis get rocked? That shit's crazy straight, bro.
Turn in, and with that left arm, Sabonis probably weighs about 290 pounds. He hit him and rocked him right back on his heels.
Steve Smith.
They're going screen roll from the top. Steve Smith's a great shooter, as is Sabonis. Shaq has to guard it. If he doesn't stop Smith, he will take the shot. If he does, he'll throw back to Sabonis. 2-man basketball.
Robert Horry just in. Off the dribble through the lane.
It's a bad play.
You can see the Lakers know that they can't shoot a lot of three-point shots, as they did in their 2 losses. 25 in one of the games, 27 in the other three-point attempts. So Robert Horry says, I'm going to drive it to the basket. Pippen steps right in and takes the charge. When you talk about Scottie Pippen being that fill-in-the-blank kind of guy, I don't even think he's taking a shot in this quarter, but he's got rebounds, assists, takes a steal, and is running the team tonight, and they have a 9-point lead.
Steve Smith around Harper.
Good
Back
pass.
to Sabonis. Clean look at it.
There he goes.
That's gonna be there.
They don't stop it. Run it again.
That's gonna be there.
Sabonis was open. That's why he's so vital. Staying out of foul trouble, hitting that shot.
Harper gets into the
Good
lane.
take by Ron Harper. Good take,
Doesn't have
Harper.
any lateral movement. It looked like he could get over and get the charge, but just Sabonis just can't move his feet anymore.
Kobe fighting. Kobe fighting. Steve Smith. Smitty.
Smith looking to test Kobe with the fadeaway.
And that's a tough coach. That's gonna be a tough cover for Bean because, bro, if you struggling in the post, Steve Smith is not the nigga you want to fight with in the post if you're not a good post defender. At that particular point in time, bro, Kobe showed a lot of effort in the post defense, but he wasn't the greatest post defender. So Steve Smith being 6'8", being super strong, able to shoot over anybody at that particular time, yeah, it's gonna be a struggle and a grind, especially when you're not 100%.
And you can see that Mike Dunleavy has said, we are going to attack Kobe Bryant. If anything, if he's going to play 47 minutes, we're going to wear him down.
The size of the Blazers bothered Kobe and Shaq. Either it bothered Kobe at the post, and it bothered Shaq as far as Shaq getting around that length and that height of Scottie Pippen and all the other role players. That affected them.
Rice looking for Shaq. Who takes
I mean, what the fuck was that? And see, when you see him go against Rick Smith and Dale Davis and them, they didn't have the size or the length to deal with Shaq. And so the Blazers did to a certain degree, right? They were able to affect Shaq in ways, and so did the Spurs too, and the Kings. They were able to affect Shaq in ways that the teams in the NBA Finals couldn't because they just didn't have it.
Throws up a wild shot that clears the backfield. Stoudemire pushes it back the other way. Into Wallace, who juggles it and loses it.
Good move by Game.
Kobe Bryant got up in
That's
the air
up and down.
and traveled.
Remember how out of character Kobe played?
And I don't know what Kobe's trying to argue. You know what I'm saying? That's clearly up and down. And I don't know what the fuck he's trying to say.
He was out of sync. He got fouls early, rushed his offense, and you can see it right now. He's still not in any kind of rhythm. The Blazers have disrupted that. They run people at him, and in attacking him in many instances, he wants to go play payback. You can't do that.
He came down a split second before he released the pass, and that's why they call walking on him. Fifth Laker turnover, a one for Portland, and Smith gets in with misses. Wallace trying to keep it alive and does on the offensive glass.
Shot clock turned off. Gotta get into this quickly.
Looks like they're not going to get a good shot. Smith had it knocked away. But that's about the only thing that's gone wrong for Portland since the very early
So,
stage.
as you see, Kobe 1 of 5, 3 points. Shaq 2 of 5, 4 points. So they've been held at bay. The Blazers did their job. Game the first quarter goes to the Blazers.
Of the first quarter.
When you look at the numbers, we know that these two stars have been the guys all season long, and the Blazers have done a great job. They're 3 of 10 combined. The defense has been set, and right now the Lakers are really struggling to find any kind of offensive rhythm.
Big sports fans, either football, baseball, basketball games, likes to be near where the action is. And that action will be the U.S. Open, the 100th U.S. Open at Pebble Beach on NBC in 2 weeks. Tiger won at Pebble Beach earlier this year, but then again, he wins almost everywhere, doesn't he?
Well, he won the U.S. Amateur here. That's why this place holds such a spot here in his heart. He beat Steve Scott. Remember that exciting match where Tiger made a couple great putts to come back to win.
Bryant made his first shot, missed his next 4 in the first quarter.
Now, the Portland starters played all 12 minutes in that period. Remember now, as they go to the bench, that bench has to really help them. So Brian Grant is coming into the game. Sabonis is staying out there. Pippen is out there. Stoudemire and Steve Smith. So Brian Grant is giving Rasheed Wallace a rest here.
And here's the Roger shot.
All right, thanks, Bob. Doug, you were talking about the Lakers having trouble with the screen and roll. Bill Jackson just told Shaquille O'Neal, rather than the fake on that screen and roll, go all the way, make the full commitment, and try to stop it. Bob?
Bryant brings it to the front court as we start the second
Woo!
quarter. He gets it
Out the
back
gate.
to Robert Horry and slams it emphatically.
I don't think there's anything wrong with
So
that.
out the gate, Kobe's looking to be aggressive and make something happen.
But, with that kind of finish.
I'd say he got some lift off there.
Watch this Fox Pippen now. Fox is going to get very, very physical with Scottie Pippen.
Sabonis driving on Shaq, and there's a whistle.
Damn.
The shot dropped. No basket.
The Lakers start out in the second period. Scottie goes over to help, and he leaves Kobe Bryant. And when he's guarding Kobe, he's got to stay more attached to him. He can't roam around out there. And Kobe does a nice thing. He works against his vision, and when you're struggling, they're only 1 of 5. It's nice to get one of those layups.
Foul was on Shaq before the shot. O'Neal's first.
Kobe. So now Kobe's matched up with Steve
Steve
Smith.
Smith threw a crowd and lost it. Bryant out on the wing. Pippen guarding him.
Man. Get the ball to Shaq Diesel.
O'Neal over Sabonis. Rebound to Fox and a whistle before he can put it back. And it's on the Lakers.
Good defense, Blazers.
On the floor about a minute, actually 50
Good
seconds.
defense, Blazers.
One play, he stood up Scottie Pippen as he came down the court. On this one, he pushed Steve Smith in the back. So Rick Fox has come in
Bonzi
to be
Will.
very physical.
And he picks up his first.
Steve Smith looked like he jammed his foot as he came down on that last play when he turned it over. Mike Levy gave him a rest. Bonzi Wells is in the game. Now remember, Bonzi loves to post. Kobe's on him. Let's see
Get
if they go
Fish
right
out
down
there.
to him and test him.
Good switch by Bean.
To Sabonis.
Bean's on Boston
On the
now.
move, knocked away from him. Out of bounds and touched last by the Lakers. 4 on the shot clock.
Coach Mike Dunleavy, who is a good coach. 4 on the shot clock. Mighty Mouse. Great. Ryan Grant.
Back out of the corner of his eye and decided I'll take it back out. Here's Pippen. Dumping into the corner for Stoudemire. Laurie's got him on a mismatch switch.
That's good, smart basketball. Couldn't take advantage. Damon.
Sabonis 4 on the shot clock. Flips it back to Stoudemire. Just exactly.
That was good help D by Bean. He just can't guard everybody. You know what I'm saying? He tried to get out there on Sabonis, and then somebody left Stoudemire open. So that's just good offense by the Blazers.
How beautiful is that? The little shovel pass going to the left, right hand under the left arm.
Damon now in double figures with 10.
He sacked the ball on the
The
block.
lead in double digits at 11. O'Neal was hacked. And he'll shoot 2.
Sabonis has such an awareness of the shot clock. Watch this now, right hand under the left arm, looking the other way.
Yo, that's nasty.
Awareness of the shot clock. Watch this now, right hand under the left arm,
That's slight. That's something slight. That's nasty.
looking the other way. And Stoudemire burying that open jump shot.
That was low key sick, yo. I ain't gonna...
Stoudemire now takes his seat. To a hearty round of applause. Detlef Schrempf comes in.
Great.
And O'Neal is now 0 for 3.
Now, Detlef Schrempf and Brian Grant, we talked about it in our open. They had, just at the right time for Portland, their best games of the series. Detlef Schrempf, we know,
And they're doing a great job on
was
that.
in the Western Conference Finals when he played in Dallas. He was in the NBA Finals against Seattle, and he was terrific the other night just when they needed him.
0 for 4. Rebound Grant. The foul moment ago was on Bonzi Wells, so Sabonis still does not have one. I think Chris Pippen, who hasn't taken a shot yet, but as always is contributing in a variety of other ways.
That's exactly what I was going to say. I think Scotty's got to be careful and not let himself totally be taken out of the offense.
So Bean guarded Detlef Schrempf.
Bonzi Wells off the dribble.
Bonzi airball.
And Laurie comes away with it. In deep to Shaq. Behold, the team meeting around him, and somebody fouled him. No, he walked
Travel.
first. He traveled first.
Rick Fox had a wide open three-point shot.
And you see the size of you see the size of Sabonis and the Blazers affecting Shaq.
Looking on the floor. He would have taken that shot at home. You see it right there. He goes inside, and you said, look at all the Blazers surrounding Shaq. The little hop step right there, he shuffles his feet. The hard foul. Shaq getting very frustrated. He's 0 for 4 from the line. The Blazers lead by 11.
Earlier, Bill Gates is here. Steven Spielberg has been at games in both LA and now in Portland. Favorite son, Clyde Drexler.
Right.
Out of Houston, but of course so many great years in his Hall of Fame career as a Trailblazer. Jack Nicholson makes the trip up to cheer on the Lakers and Blazer owner Paul Allen.
I remember when we were trash in the late 2000, 2015, 2018 seasons. Like, we were trash as fuck. I think Jack said he ain't going to no more games. Jack said, I ain't watching that shit.
Coming out of this timeout, Kobe Bryant is playing Detlef Schrempf. Let's see if Portland does what they've been doing, and that's trying to go at Kobe in the post. Let's see if they go to Detlef
Trying to
Schrempf.
take advantage of that size again. Good fight by Bean.
Here's Grant putting
Good
it on
help
the floor
defense.
and driving home.
That play was
first
And that's
basket.
why Robert Horry said what he said about Kobe's post defense back then, because he had to come help a lot. So the Blazers were picking on that, right? He had to work, Kobe had to work on that. And eventually he became better, bigger, stronger, were able to play better post defense. But that, back then, that was a weakness.
Kobe into Shaq. Ball stripped away from him. Another
Shaq
Laker
struggling.
turnover.
Shaq just rattled Shrimp in that open court. I don't know if they got it on Fox or Shaq, but two of them collided.
They called it on Fox, his second.
As I said before, Rick Fox is coming out and really putting his body on people. Now they're going to go back to Shrimp. Once again, Brian Grant has the ball trying to feed him.
Rick Fox, a really good
There
defender.
he is, and he hits the jumper.
Warren's going to lay off. You got to shoot the basketball. That's what Brian Grant's doing. That's good offense.
A 15-point lead. Fox for three. Can't cut into it. Nichols got the rebound.
And that's the Lakers' first three-point attempt.
And the Trailblazers lose it. They were trying to get Grant along the baseline, and the Lakers broke it up and stole it.
So you see the Lakers are in disarray and they're in peril. Great distress right now. They're 17-32. It's about to be an ass whooping.
Shaw to Shaq against Sabonis, and
Good
Sabonis
pass by
finds
Shaq.
Laurie, and Grant fouled Laurie.
That's what I was talking about. Look where Robert Horry is. Dropping back in. So what do? You drive the ball right to the basket. You take away the passing angle. You take the ball to the basket off the dribble. That's good defense. Good offense. And then the next time down the floor, he does the same thing. He drops off. So what do? You work against his vision. Get yourself together and make that little 15-foot jump shot. That's why it's important for Brian Grant to get a layup so he won't run away from that little jump shot of his that he can shoot effectively at about 15 feet.
Robert Horry gets his first point of the night from the line. He shot 4 of 8, and 3 of them were three-pointers in Game 1. Since then, he's 8 for 32. He shot just 25% since Game 1 and 30% overall in the series.
What I've seen here tonight also, too, is Sabonis is playing a heavy load here in this first half. Normally he gets a rest. I think what you're seeing Mike Dunleavy is, as long as he's not in foul trouble, keep him out there against Shaq, because when he sits down, Shaq really gets going because he just overpowers the smaller Blazers inside when Sabonis is out.
And Sabonis hasn't been whistled for a foul yet. He fires it over Shaq, and it comes up short. Mosey Wells on the offensive
Good
glass.
tough move by Bonzi.
And it's back to 15.
The Blazers fans are into it. And they're crunk right now. They're the band.
Brian
Woo. Being good response by
That's a
Bean.
tough shot, but if you're the Blazers, you'd love to keep Kobe from getting in that lane area and breaking your defense down. You'll live with some jump shots and not getting to that foul line.
Woo. Good move by Bonzi.
gets inside.
Ooh.
This guy's got some.
Let's go back. That's game right there. That's game right there. Y'all see that movie before Bonzi pulled on it?
Bonzi Wells gets inside again.
This guy's got some great moves.
That was
First two
filthy.
games, he was terrific. Really quieted down. Tonight off to a very good start.
It's gonna be. Ooh.
Kobe spinning and firing. He was fouled.
So here's where Bean's more aggressive, and he's saying, fuck it. He's looking at the score. He says, we got to do something. We can't get the ball to Shaq. Shaq is struggling. We got to get something popping off.
Sometimes in the game, just be active. Good things will happen. Shot goes up. Bonzi Wells totally out of play. You see him come in, just wants it a little bit more, and is able to make the reverse layup. The next time down the floor, not
This shit nasty. Check this out, y'all.
Fake is going to drive the ball inside, slice between two defenders, and a nice soft finish off the glass.
They hit deep shot. Look, she like that.
He wants to get back in the game, but cheering on his teammates.
And Wallace has just checked back in. The foul on Bonzi Wells was his second. Kobe hits the free throw, giving him 8 points. And finally, Sabonis, after 17 minutes, gets his first rest.
Now let's really keep our eye on Shaq. With Sabonis down, can he really get himself going and power that ball into the basket? So they're up 13 with the Blazers with the ball. Let's keep our eye here on the running score with Sabonis down.
Being on Fred.
As they try to go into Wallace.
You'll never see this many posts up in an NBA game ever again.
Laker foul. It's number 2 on Robert Ory. Stops the clock with 6:54 to play in the first half. And Portland trying to push it to game 7 in front by 13.
This series, this has really proven true. And when the Lakers have won that, they have won. When Portland has won points off turnovers, they have won. You see tonight they're +8. And the other one is rebounding. When the Blazers beat them on the boards, they usually win the basketball game. And tonight, they're out rebounding them 13-10. So those two critical areas we talked about in our open, points off turnovers, taking care of the ball, and rebounding, the Blazers are winning.
Good defense by Bain.
He didn't play in game 4 and came
Good
off the bench
defense
and
by
came up
Bain.
big in game 5. Here it's knocked away from him. Morey's got the steal. And now Rick Fox to finish it.
The ball went
So Bain is being active defensively. He's being aggressive offensively.
between Scottie
And
Pippen's legs. He's like a
this is helping bring the Lakers back.
goaltender in hockey. Tried to block the shot with his leg, but right to his legs.
Grant crosscourt to Shrimp. Shrimp on the move with an off-balance
Rick.
jumper that's short. Bonzi Wells misses the tip.
Give it to Kobe. Let Kobe try to get it to Shaq. Brian Grant is fighting, y'all.
Morey underneath for O'Neal.
Good pass.
Brian Grant worked so hard on that possession. The ball went side to side 2 different times before he finally got great post position. That's what I'm talking about. When Sabonis sits down, they have no answer in there.
The Lakers now with 6 unanswered points to trail by 9. Rasheed Wallace against Morey.
Good pass.
Flip inside to Bonzi Wells.
Bonzi Wells is active tonight. And you know, sometimes when you make a very aggressive play early in the game to get results, especially if you're a young player, it gives you great confidence. I think we've seen that tonight in Bonzi Wells.
11-point game.
Morey for 3.
Rick.
Overshot it rather badly. Still can't find the range since game 1. Pippen to that man, Bonzi
Good block.
Wells, but it's shoved back into his face by Ory.
Bonzi asshole.
And then Bonzi
Hey,
Wells
Ron,
commits his
looking at that
third.
nigga like,
Portland is committed to
what
run
you
every
wanna do,
time they
yo?
get an opportunity. And Robert Ory missed the 3, did not hang his head. He running down the floor and got a shot block there that prevented the Blazers maybe from an easy.
hey, Ron, ignorant, yo. This nigga's having a moment.
They get an opportunity. And Robert Ory missed the 3, did not
I'm
hang
sorry,
his
guys. I gotta see this shit one more time.
head. He running down the floor and got a shot block there that prevented the Blazers maybe from an easy layup. And then
I
Bonzi
love that shit about basketball, yo. You know Greg Anthony talked to that nigga about it, too.
Wells out of frustration with the foul, and then after the play gave Harper a little extra shot. You gotta stay away from that. You don't want to
Wasn't no love back there, y'all.
of those things tonight as Scottie Pippen sits down for his first rest.
Stoudemire and Smith are in as Pippen and Wells go out. Wells was plenty active, as you said. In one sense, too active. 3 quick fouls.
It's like, fuck that nigga, you on the other side.
And a whistle at the other end.
Scottie Pippen sits down. He played the entire first quarter, 7 minutes here almost in the second quarter, and did not take a shot. So he played actually 19 minutes. And again, I think Scottie has to be very careful not to take himself completely out of the rhythm. Even though his team is winning, we found out that when he scores, it really helps his team.
Well, it wasn't necessary for him to score at that particular time. His team had it going. Bonzi Wells was cooking. Steve Smith was cooking. So why not let those guys eat?
Foul was on Stoudemire.
You just, in basketball, you just don't get in the way just to get in the way. You know what I'm saying?
His second. One more point for Harper. You can log on to NBA.com and follow tonight's Lakers-Blazers game with Sync TV, the ultimate online companion to each NBA playoff broadcast. Real-time stats, polls, news, and the ability to interact with special guest hosts and other fans online. NBA.com Sync TV. Harper misses them both.
Mighty Mouse back in the game. Kobe going to Mighty Mouse.
Deadly strength. Off the dribble into
Good
the lane.
pass.
Finds Grant and now Smith. 4 on the shot clock. And
Good
Smith
defense by Bean.
That's Kobe making a great defensive play. He knows Steve Smith loves to catch and go with that right hand. And what Kobe do? He jumped right to his right shoulder.
And took it
Had
away.
it not been a walk, it would have been an offensive foul. Watch Kobe here with the quickness, jump out, shuffling of the feet. Steve Smith.
That's not going to show up on the stat sheet, right? Taking away somebody's right hand or left hand or shading them to a certain angle, that's not going to show up on a stat sheet. But it's going to show up here in the film room.
As he walks to the basketball.
Great defense by Bean.
Tucker on the drive, cut off by Smith. Ori overthrew Bryant. Kobe goes back near midcourt to get it.
Look at the Shaq.
6 on the shot clock as they get it in deep to Shaq, who was fouled.
Shaq is too strong for Brian Grant. I don't know why. I know he's frustrated at himself, but ain't nothing you can do. You're just not big enough, bro. Sabonis gonna have to get his ass up off the bench and get in the game.
You can play him in there like that. When he catches that ball that deep, watch him turn in and the power. Just watch this.
It's not big enough.
Watch that left arm as he rocks Brian Grant. Now the rule is you cannot dislodge the defender down there to gain an advantage. And I said all season long, he's the toughest man in the league to referee because it's...
Yeah, and that was kind of an elbow. That was an elbow, so I can see why Brian Grant is mad. But, I mean, hey, bro, they're not going to call that shit on Shaq. They let him get away with that shit.
By using your arm and what is just in the natural flow of the game. It's very tough to determine.
Look, the NBA to a certain degree is about money, right? So Shaq was putting up all these huge numbers. They need to advertise somebody after Jordan, and the Lakers were it. And Shaq was allowed to get away with a lot. But also, in Shaq's defense, he was also hammered a lot and fouled, and a lot of calls weren't called on him. So it balanced itself. And I guess the league looked at it as hey, you know, we're going to promote our guy, and we're going to balance it. Even if it's unbalanced at times, we're going to balance it in the other direction as well. Great.
0 for 5. We mentioned the other night when he was running off 15 in a row spread over 3 games. But he had 2 different games in the mid-90s with Orlando, where he made 12 for 12. And Whittle, barely a 50% career shooter, was 28 for 32 at the line. The night he scored 100 points. O'Neal is now 0 for 6 in this one, but it bounces back out to Harper.
All right.
Here's Robert Horry.
Yeah, good entry pass.
Triple teamed, and he
I think Shaq was pissed off, y'all, that they were. Hold up.
O'Neal is now 0 for 6.
Hey, that's like one of my favorite Shaq plays, yo, because it's just rude and incredibly disrespectful, bro. He ain't give a fuck about Sabonis or his family or his life.
This is back out to Harper. Here's Robert Horry back into O'Neal.
Nigga.
That shoots a very high percentage on those.
He did the nigga dirty. Sabonis like, come on, now. He looking at the ref like, yo, come on, dog. Bro, I just got choke slam, bro. Like, come on now.
Frustration in that dunk right there is Shaq.
Goddamn, hey, look, that make you want to whoop the referee ass. When you let that nigga do that, okay, we fighting or what? Like,
For 6.
Like, what are we doing? Are we playing basketball? The nigga just fucking kung fu kicked me, gave me the damn super kick and shit.
He's up powerfully and dunks it in the basket, and afterwards bangs in to Sabonis. And I think Sabonis might have got a technical on the play, but let's watch this. Frustration, power, all those things. Sabonis
That
goes
nigga
in.
Shaq gave him the damn if y'all watch pro wrestling with the Steve Blackman bicycle kicks and shit. Shawn Michaels sweet chin juice. And they gave him the curb stomp.
He grabs his leg and they call a technical foul on Sabonis. And that was all set up because they did not block off the free throw line.
Kobe misses the technical. Let's replay that exchange underneath.
Nigga. Hey, Shaq's such a bully. He knew what the fuck he was doing.
He's screaming. Sabonis was muttering and eventually took his complaint to Ron Garrettson, who hit him with a technical. The Lakers have shot 7 of 16. 6 of those 9 misses.
38-29, Blazers.
At the free throw line. Rasheed Wallace against Corey, who got a piece of it, but fouled him. Just to complete the thought on O'Neal.
And niggas telling me they think Draymond Green can guard Shaq. Nigga, please. you know what Shaq can do to that nigga? Look what he did to Sabonis.
But I was getting at with Wilt, 28 of 32, just because a notoriously poor free throw shooter has a good stretch, it doesn't mean that he's suddenly become a good free throw shooter. He's a work in progress. At the line, he has improved, but not to the point where he can be satisfied.
Well, a great point there. He is a work in progress. When I talked to
That
Phil
nigga said
Jackson about it,
Rudy Gobert can guard Shaq.
Shaquille O'Neal broke his wrist as a younger guy, and I think that really hurts him. He doesn't have full extension when he takes that ball back. He's big, he's strong, he's powerful, he's got huge hands, and it's very difficult for him to shoot a high percentage and stay in rhythm. And again, Bob, we've seen
Yo,
it.
29% is insane.
Won in game 2 when he shot 5 of 17 in a loss. The big game 4 win here when he was perfect. And tonight, the free throw percentage by Shaquille O'Neal, he's 0 for 6 from the line.
Now John Sally and Shaquille O'Neal are in the game at the same time, which rarely happens. Glenn Rice is also back on the floor. And he's scored only 2 points so far in 12 minutes of play. The Lakers, Corey and Fox went out.
Give the ball to Bean.
Pippen on Bryant. Kobe over it.
Okay, so Kobe's active. Kobe's into it. Kobe's playing extremely better. He turned it up.
And Bryant has 11 first half points.
Now, is this what LA's trying
So
to
at
do?
40-31.
3 and 4. Portland gets off to a great start. LA weathers it, hang around, pull it close at half, hoping to be able to pull away in the second half. I think it's important that the Blazers get a strong finish here.
Sabonis puts over Shaq and misses.
Good move by Steve Smith.
We normally don't see Ron Harper give up a second shot. He's very upset with himself. He's a veteran that does all the little intangibles. Not happy with himself on that play.
12 points for Smith.
Good move by Bean.
Kobe up in the air, finds
Good
Bryant
pass.
for 3.
So Kobe is playmaking and scoring and defending at a higher level than he was in the fourth quarter, right? He's saving the Lakers' ass right now. You know, Shaq got, a couple of points here and there. But if you see it, Kobe's leading turnovers. He's doing everything, right? So Kobe is leading the comeback right now.
He fell asleep that time. I think Scottie Pippen thought that Kobe was going to take the shot. He went in for the rebound. Kobe with that great hang time found Rice at the last moment.
Wallace puts it on the floor, and the block is called on John Sally.
Kobe Bryant with a great footwork, with a little inside turn. Look at him looking eye to eye. He goes up against one of the best defenders of all time and buries the little jump shotter. The next time down the floor, he dribble penetrates. He gets hung in the air. He gets chased off his shot at the last moment. He finds Rice. And the Blazers don't want this guy to get hot. He had 21 here in game 4. You're watching the NBA playoffs on
ABA teams had ever made it to the finals until last year when the Spurs won it all, and this year the Pacers make it too. In terms of getting to the finals.
I just think this last 2:46 here is vital for the Blazers. They have dominated this first half. They are up 9, opportunity to go 10, and they do not want to let the Lakers close this down going into half. That would be a big boost for the Lakers. So an important 2:46 here right now for Portland.
For what it may be worth, the
Portland missed a couple of free throws, leaving the door open for the Lakers.
With 2-0 against Portland this year and split 2 games, each team winning at home against the Lakers.
Remember, they ended the Lakers' 16-game winning streak in Conseco Fieldhouse.
Glenn Rice with Smith all over. 2 seconds to shoot.
See, they're still trying to run it through Shaq, right? They're still trying to, and this is what the case for Kobe Bryant as the GOAT of the NBA's channel was talking about. They're still trying to run it through Shaq, right? But even though Kobe's got it going,
They don't realize it.
and look what's happening to the team.
Kobe Bryant is really the only guy on the team that can create his own shot against that clock. He didn't have the ball that whole possession. They got it to Shaq so late, there was nothing he can do with it. That was excellent Portland defense.
You hear that? You hear that? This is something the media is not going to talk about. How Kobe's the only guy who could create his own shot on the fucking team. That they're not going to bring that up. Good defense by Bean. Stoudemire scores anyway.
But I will tell you this, Phil Jackson's got to talk to his team at halftime because their screen roll defense is very porous right now, and the Blazers are really hurting them with that, especially Stoudemire getting all the way to the basket for layups. He's only 5'10".
He's outscored Kobe in this half, 12-11. Here's Rice with a hand in his face, no good. Sally had it for an instant, but swept away and stolen by Stoudemire. Lost deep into Sally.
Good move by Steve Wallace.
Lakers right now need a tremendous possession here. They got to show pace. See if they can get that ball inside the shot.
Kobe from the healthy key. It spins out and Wallace takes it.
Keep the tempo up right now.
So 34-47. 34-47, guys.
There you go.
Stoudemire pulls up and comes up short.
Damn, that's a bad air ball.
He slipped his defender but couldn't hit the jumper.
See, with John Sally on the floor, Rasheed Wallace is going to roam. He's going to be in anybody's lap who tries to post up.
Rice on the move.
Good move. That's a tough move by Glenn Rice. That's a real tough move, y'all.
There was a lot of contact prior to that between Rice and Smith, which the officials let go.
Two opportunities here for one for the Blazers. They got an opportunity here, get a good possession, a defensive stop, and then another possession.
Scottie Pippen, his first shot. He's into the hands of Fisher. Kobe Bryant thought about a three, now he will.
You see Bean is killing. Bean is getting into it, right? So now the team is shifting away from Shaq because Shaq's having a difficult time even getting the ball, right?
If you're up 13, they get a score and a three, and it cuts it to 8. Remember, Pippen hit a huge three at the end of the half of Game 5. Let's see if the Blazers can get a score.
Look at Bean fighting.
Overlapping the shot.
Bean's into it. Hey, look, Bean had the rare ability. Him and Michael Jordan had the rare ability to just fucking turn it up. Like it's so amazing, bro.
Seconds. And then Stoudemire.
Good pass.
He is really hurting him with his penetration, getting in the lane, forcing the Lakers to step up, and Rasheed Wallace once again with a great finish.
Only a couple of seconds to get on a shot. Kobe actually drew iron, trying to bank it in from beyond half court.
Game 3. Portland up 10. Game 4 at half. Portland up 5. Tonight up 10. Can they seal the deal tonight? Can they close it? Can they push to Game 7? On the contrary, can the Lakers find a way to get back into this game and end this series tonight?
Scottie Pippen's with him on.
All right, thanks, Bob. Scotty and James. The last game you were so offensive-minded. Tonight only one.
All right, so let's get past the halftime stuff.
Now they won
That's
Game
great
2,
too.
obviously, and they won Game 5. The guy that's going to lead the charge here in the third quarter is Scottie Pippen. He told Ahmad he was going to win at halftime, make sure the guys come out, got warmed up, got into the game. I expect him to be more offensive-minded here to start this period.
Laker ball down by 10. Glenn Rice wanted to take the three. They got up on it.
There's a shot.
So they go deep instead of shot. Little jump hook over Sabonis, rolls off. But the tip drops.
Good move by AC Green.
Check off. That's twice now. AC Green has gone to the offensive boards. One time he got Ron Harper a layup, that time a lucky tip. But you got to work hard. Let's see, Scotty goes right back at him here.
Sabonis' pass is deflected and
Bean
intercepted
gets the ball.
by Bryant.
The Lakers score here. I call timeout right now.
Good pass by Bean. Right? Playmaker. Here goes Bean again. Playmaker, making shit happen.
Well, they've scored 4 quick points, and there's a whistle after this basket by Harper.
You can work so hard for 24 minutes and give it right back. Look at the Lakers here. Ron Harper with the finish. They said Scottie Pippen was in the dotted line blocking
They want to square it up.
But we have played 46 seconds. If he makes this free throw, the lead has already been cut in half. That's how quickly it goes, especially if you lose your concentration and the Blazers.
Ain't this game fun, y'all? This is real basketball. This shit fun.
The foul was Pippen's first against his old Chicago teammate. 5 unanswered points just like that. So the Lakers, who once trailed by 15, they trailed by 10 at halftime. Now less than a minute into the third quarter are within 5.
And when you lose the lead at home, you feel more pressure than you do on the road. You have a tendency to tighten up as your fans start getting nervous. Clock's getting down against them.
5 seconds to shoot. Wallace will. It pops out. No luck on the shot, and the Blazers needed some luck there.
But when you isolate like that, the one thing you don't do is get offensive rebounds if you miss. The Blazers shot 56% the first half. They will not do that in the second half.
Good pass by Bean. Not a good shot by Glenn Rice. So great. So Pippen's cold because he hasn't really been touching the ball. He hasn't really been getting that many shot attempts. He's been letting his teammates do their thing. So Pippen's a little cold.
Out of bounds and touch last by Portland.
Scottie Pippen has taken 2 shots, post up and 3-pointers. He's at his best when he's attacking. And remember we talked about the Blazers.
Oh yeah, and also he's dealing with the fingers too. Yeah, we gotta add that on there. So Pip's dealing with the fingers as well.
Come out shooting jump shots. They start standing around. When they attack is when they are at their best. Right now, shooting jumpers and standing.
Harper gets to the basket, throws it up on the run. Green follows it. Neither can hit. Here comes Stoudemire. It's 3 on 2 at the helmet. Pippen knocked away by Rice.
There goes the pass.
Against Steve Smith. O'Neal in deep. Coming over to
So Shaq's struggling. Mightily, right?
Steve Smith. O'Neal in deep.
Shaq's struggling, y'all. He ain't got it.
Bucket from behind is Pippen. Stoudemire up in the air finds Smith. Little flip, little drop. Neither on the tip. Sabonis has it. Turnaround off the glass. No good. And there was a whistle.
That's great energy. That's what you want to see if you're Mike Dunleavy. Even though you didn't get the results, the game is picked up here. They've been able to run. They haven't been able to finish, but Sabonis with the extra effort. Steve Smith gets inside. This is a tough shot. It's one effort at the tip, and then Sabonis goes after it one more time. Attempts a little fading jump shot and gets fouled. But these are 2 big free throws to try to stem this tide to push this lead back up to 7.
Almost 2.5 minutes, their first point of the second half. Sabonis won an Olympic gold medal as the star of what was then the Soviet Union team of 1988. The games in Seoul, Korea makes the vote. At that time, as we mentioned earlier in the series, he was one of the half-dozen best all-round players in the world and possessed a remarkable array of subtle skills for a man 7'3".
And to me, still one of the most fun guys to watch play because he can pass, shoot, and he really knows how to play.
But age and injuries have compromised those skills to a certain extent.
Go Bean.
Kobe up in the air to find Rice for 3. And just before the shot
So
clock,
Bean playmaking again. There goes Glenn Rice also contributing, knocking this shit down, right?
Glenn Rice hammers home the 3. He's
So the
got
offense is going through Bean, right? This is what he means. This is what the case for Kobe Bryant as the GOAT means, right?
and more importantly,
This is what he's talking about.
You don't leave Glenn Rice. Remember in the third
Look how they
quarter,
came back, 47-51. Usually off Bean touching the ball. Whenever Kobe touched the ball, something good was happening.
Game 4, he got it going, had a big 12-point quarter. Scottie comes down the unforced
Good defense.
throws the ball out of bounds.
And Glenn Rice has stepped his game up tremendously.
Mike Dunleavy, I might get a timeout here, but Scotty, here comes Scotty leaves, and Steve Smith does not get there soon enough on Rice. He buries the three. Woman right now in a fog, and the Lakers are attacking.
Ron Hartford given room by Pippen, gets it back from Shaq, and swats.
He threw his goddamn shit.
That's the one where Joe Russell used to block and tap it to your teammate.
Them niggas are tall.
Block the shot, don't knock it out of bounds. Possession more important there than giving it back to the Lakers.
Glenn Rice, knocked away by Steve Smith, and Steve Smith takes it.
Good play by Smitty.
Yes, they sure did. Steve Smith with great hands. Not a guy you'd expect to be able to get out of that open court.
And a little bit of breathing room at 6.
And this is the reason why Kobe had a problem sacrificing this game, because he knew he knew he could impact winning more. You know what I'm saying? This is why Kobe didn't want to keep stepping back. He knew he could impact the game, right? More than he was being allowed to.
AC Green flings one up. Shaq can't hit the tip.
Ain't got nothing going.
Rebound. O'Neal is 4 for 11. He scored on the 8.
So you see the big difference between this and the Pacers series? Shaq couldn't just do whatever the fuck he wanted. And this is because the level of competition was higher. And that's what I go off. I go off competition, bro. Who you did it against. So y'all can talk about these finals MVPs all you want. Kobe was playing better against better competition.
Machine against AC Green. He gets some help. And Wallace misses the bank shot.
Again, no offensive rebounders. They're spacing the floor so much to give him room.
Kobe Bryant pulls up the
Great.
misses. Shaq takes the rebound away from
Is that Shaq going to work?
Tries a jumper of his own on the
Great.
baseline that's short.
Sabonis has done a great job keeping him out of the lane.
Smith with Wallace screening for him. And a whistle away from the ball. And illegal defense was called on the Lakers. That ought to be their second. And that's second the foul.
When you play against Shaquille O'Neal, you've got to be willing to put your body in there and take it. And that's what Sabonis does. He takes the lick there from Shaquille and forces him to shoot that little fading jump shot. So this guy tonight is doing a great job. His numbers don't give you the real impact.
And that's okay that he's shooting a bad percentage, because he's got the responsibility of guarding the most dominant player in the damn the past 30 years of the NBA. You know what I'm saying?
Done tonight. Steve Smith again shooting the technical foul. That was the second illegal defense.
Just to go up and down the floor and bang in the paint for some portion of 48 minutes with Shaquille O'Neal, honorably a Medal of Honor.
Well, and you can see what Mike Dunleavy's doing. He's trying to keep Sabonis out there against Shaq as much as he can, because he knows Brian Green is undersized. The guy tries so hard, but he just can't match up with him.
And then the round the Sabonis screen for the lunging jumper.
So Steve Smith trying to put his foot on the gas, being more assertive, because he knows he has to be, right, in order for them to win.
When you got something working, stay with it. In the first half,
56, 47.
he got a basket that came back the next time.
Lakers down 9.
And they built it back to 9.
Give it to the big. Pass. Now you see how he elevated his game? Like, this is ridiculous. Kobe was on some other shit.
What a shot. That ball was on a line drive. I don't know how it went in the basket, but you can see Rasheed.
Now, when we talking about impact, we're talking about offense, defense, playmaking. We're talking about free throws, you name it, clutch, you name it. You know what I'm saying? Defense, he's guarding everybody, bro. He's guarding everybody. And this dude's injured.
Playing AC Green. The minute he passed
See,
away,
the stats ain't gonna reflect that, y'all. what he's able to do.
For the double team, Kobe.
Up on the field.
You think David Steinhardt doesn't want to win this game tonight? All he's heard about is the 2 games we've won, he and Anthony have not played many minutes. He wants to change that tonight.
And 9-point game, you know. Or 11-point game. 49-58.
For most of his teammates. The shot that spills off.
Shaq just threw that shit, bro. Shaq is struggling big time.
Shaq is tired.
Stoudemire spinning.
Good help defense by Ron Harper.
Rasheed Wallace mismatch on Harper. Who fouled him?
Shaq is working so hard. They're involving the pick and roll. They're running 2 and 3 guys at him. Right now, he's going back to the bench and he's laboring.
He's 0 for 5 in this half and 4 for 13 in the game.
Every possession. Nothing has come easy. Sabonis is trying to keep his body on him. They've run Pippen at him. They've run Rasheed Wallace at him.
So in case you guys, you got probably some Shaq fans out there watching this. Listen, this isn't a knock on Shaq. This is the truth about his game. He didn't have a jump shot. So because of his deficiencies as a scorer from outside the paint, if you double team Olajuwon like this, he could get you from mid range. You know what I'm saying? Like Shaq was limited to basically around the rim. He had a little jump hook, but it wasn't nothing. You would rather him shoot the jump hook than dunk on you, right? So because of his deficiencies, this is why they're able to just pack and stand around him. And I know you guys think he's double team, look, he's triple team. Yeah, but bro, if you have more to your game, bro, that's not gonna stop you from scoring. You know what I'm saying? And so because of Shaq's liabilities on the offensive end, this is why he needed a guy like Kobe to close deals. You know what I'm saying? To lead comebacks. Because even though Shaq's gonna put up these massive numbers, he's gonna struggle at times going against a guy his size who's able to hold his ground and guys with length to go against him. He's going to struggle.
Forces him into a tough shot.
Now against all the smaller guys or guys who aren't really as good defensively, he's going to destroy them. And he's going to put up 50 and 20 and all these amazing numbers. But against guys who are big enough and strong enough to stand their ground, he's going to struggle a little bit.
For his second effort. And you can just see he is laboring a little bit right now. He is struggling 0 for 5 in this quarter as he cuts back down the floor. And they've done a great job this quarter. And remember now, Bobby, in game 5, he was 6 of 6 from the floor in the second half and only got 2 shots in that fourth quarter when they were swarming him defensively. You can see what he's done here tonight defensively. When Sabonis is playing him, 3 for 12, Brian Grant 1 of 1.
So when Shaq's not scoring, it stagnates the offense. So then you need somebody to go in their bag because of the spacing of that area. You need somebody to go in their bag and get you a shot. That's Bean. You know what I'm saying? When Shaq's not scoring, I'm going to say that again. When Shaq's not scoring, it stagnates the offense and it mucks everything up. It takes away all the driving lanes and it forces the role players who can't shoot to take shots they're not accustomed to taking. Now, in this generation, that wouldn't have bothered Shaq as much because Shaq would have had shooters. You would have had to pay attention to those shooters, and they could still beat you.
Sabonis has to be on the floor. He's the only guy with a body big enough just to try to keep him out of the paint.
Halfway through the third quarter, O'Neal, leading scorer in the regular season and in the playoffs, with 8 points, 0 for 6 at the free throw line to go along with the 4 of 13 from the floor.
Brick.
He pulled the string on that one. That one barely hit the front of the rim.
Important miss the free throws they should be making.
How vital free throws are.
Leaving the door open. If you leave that door open, Kobe will close that shit.
Wallace, normally a good free throw shooter, hits the second one.
We played about half the third quarter. Blazers have got that 10-point lead back. So they played a little slow start, and they got their 10-point halftime lead back.
So they're going to Bean. They're going away from Shaq, and they're going to Bean.
Kobe Bryant leans in with the jumper.
Bad shot by Kobe.
Important, keep the tempo up.
Scotty's trying to get into it. Ooh. Shaq's frustrated. And Shaq touched him up on that shit.
I took the excitement there. We'll have to see what happens. But Scotty took a big-time blow from Shaquille as he came over. He's going to give him
Yeah, Shaq's angry.
It's going to be 2 shots in the ball. If you don't make a play on the ball, it's played. We'll have to see what the referees call.
Yeah, that got to be like getting hit by a truck.
Scotty goes baseline now. Remember, he has not scored, only taken 2 threes. Shaquille O'Neal comes over.
Shaq knocking everybody to the goddamn floor. Shaq's strong as shit.
That's a flagrant 1. Now flagrant 1 is 2 shots in the ball. Flagrant 2 is 2 shots in the ball. 20-second timeout. Now remember, Scottie Pippen's had 2 back surgeries, so a blow like that would have to concern you.
10-point game.
Scottie Pippen shaking it off, which isn't easy. 325, 330 pounds. Shaquille O'Neal levels it.
He's going to go baseline and beat Glenn Rice with a move. And here comes Shaq over. And really what got Shaq to foul was that he turned his shoulder at the last minute. When you turn your body and go hard into a player like that, that's going to be a flagrant 1. You can see Scotty, it's like he's got a headache, his back was hurting, and when you get hit by that man, Shaquille O'Neal, you're going to feel it in every bone of your body. Now, again, this is 2 free throws. Lakers recollecting they'll have possession of the basketball. This could be a
Right,
four-point.
when you get hit like that, you wake up and you're on a stretcher.
Scottie Pippen playing in his 197th career playoff game. Only one man in NBA history has appeared in more postseason games. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who played into his 40s and is way out front with 237.
And the other night with his 6 steals in Game 5, he passed Michael Jordan as the all-time steals leader in playoff basketball.
So now it's the Blazers by 11. David Stoudemire. Over O'Neal. No good in the rebound to Green.
So the Lakers only get 1 point off that flagrant 1.
Good defense by Scotty. So trying to get the ball back to Shaq.
Trying to contend with Bryant.
Get Shaq involved.
Throws it into Shaq. A little hop into the lane, and before he can take a shot, there's a foul.
Yeah, that's Sabonis' first foul. What Mike Dunleavy would like to be able to do is for him to have 3 going into the 4th period. So if he picks up another one, maybe 2, he'll keep that eye on that lead, but he wants him to have 3 fouls to use on Shaq in the 4th.
Glenn Rice gets into the paint.
Good move by Glenn Rice.
Shaq can't
Shaq missed the dunk.
And it's little Stoudemire who comes up with it. Pushing it to the front court. Bryant and Harper surrounded Wallace, and one of them fouled him.
You know what happened on that play? Wallace was down the floor quicker than any of the Laker big men. So Ron Harper had to pick him up. He immediately had the mismatch and had to take the foul. But look at this. Look who's guarding him. This is why they want to run. Because the Laker big men can't get back with him defensively.
Pitt. So good.
Rebound sent to the corner. Stoudemire swings it back into Sabonis, but hold on.
I'm getting ready to say, if Sabonis took that shot with a new shot clock. Scotty steps out of bounds as he waits for that loose ball. So, see, Scotty is really trying to get in control of this game right here. And as he kicks the ball out of bounds, Stoudemire steps on the line.
The foul prior to that has been on
Good
Harper's
fade.
third.
Oh.
He still has only 1, and here is Kobe.
Good pass.
Is swinging around the green.
Blazers got 5 guys.
Kobe wants that
They
shit.
have to make a jumper to loosen this up.
Glenn Rice.
He's got a dozen.
Because Glenn Rice is balling.
The Lakers trail by 9.
60 to 51, y'all.
Scottie Pippen kicks it out to Stoudemire from the corner.
They lucky.
Gets to the
They lucky he missed that shit. That was a good look.
Once again with Steve Smith. They hurt him on this play. Watch Sabonis stepping back.
You called it, but he couldn't hit it.
All right, Bean is active. Trying to get Shaq involved.
AC Green on the move with a hook. It spills off. Shaq is there, and he was fouled.
And that's a great foul.
They're forced to really go away from Shaq because they're not, you know, that post up shit where you just slow it down for Shaq, it ain't working.
Don't let Shaq catch the ball and lay it in the basket. He's 0 for 6 from the free throw line. You've got to make him earn his free throws tonight.
And this is a major deficiency, y'all, that the media doesn't want to talk about. Bro, if you foul a nigga and send him to the line and he can't hit his free throws, then, like, bro, like, it just neutralizes the whole team. Like, you can't punish these guys for fouling you, for taking you out the game.
AC Green out.
They're essentially taking Shaq out the game.
And two coming for O'Neal. That's his first make of the night. They were
Okay, so he made the free throw.
Many of their stories were never told. Now at last a tribute. The opening of the National D-Day Museum. Who better to bring you this special event than Tom Brokaw? That makes the home of the Brave on NBC Nightly News Monday.
Great.
Stoudemire has it after Shaq makes one of two. And one of 8 for the game now.
That's a bonus. Good pass.
Outside is Smith, a brilliant pass, and the reverse by Smith.
You cannot take your eye off of your man when you are guarding Sabonis, or when you're off the ball. He will find you. That time, a beautiful drop-down pass to Steve Smith.
And the lead is back to 10. Whistle at the other end. Foul on Steve Smith, and that's his second.
Sabonis is going to come in the lane, and it looks like he's going to shoot a sweeping hook shot. At the last minute, he's going to pass it. Harper turns his head. Steve Smith goes right behind him, works against his vision, lays the ball in the basket. Blazers still lead by 10. Trying to slow down the most dominant player in the NBA, the MVP, Shaquille O'Neal. And you look at his numbers, more importantly, how hard they're making him work. Gets the ball inside. Two big men force him a quick shot. Can't get the tip to go. Here he comes in, backs down. Two guys once again. The jump shot outside the lane. He catches it deep. He thinks he's going to lay it. Tipping in from behind with a long arm. He goes for the offensive rebound. The frustration, he misses the dunk. So the Blazers have done a great job of slowing down Shaquille O'Neal. More importantly, Arvydas Sabonis has stayed out of foul trouble. The rebounds, the points, relatively even. And if you are the Blazers, you have to be thrilled with that. You've got a 10-point lead, and also Scottie Pippen only has 1 point.
Good pass by Bean. Great. There goes Shaq. Shaq's alive.
As he rolls it in.
Arvydas Sabonis tried to take that foul.
54-62, y'all.
Shaq just powered right through it.
How about Robert Horry, though?
He's thinking about that jump shot right now. You can see that. Nothing's coming easy.
He couldn't hit the ocean from the shore right about now.
When Shaq gets his rebound, watch Sabonis here. He's going to reach out. He tries to grab Shaq.
That's a good move. Go quick.
The referee's not going to call. You're going to have to reach up and grab him up.
After Glenn Rice's second foul, Pippen stands at the line. Has a chance now to up the lead back to 10.
Good move.
To the basket, a wild shot that's no good.
That was a long first step, and Robert Horry heard you, I think, Bob. His outside jumper wasn't going. He said, you know what, I've got to get to the basket.
And And that's what you do as a basketball player. When you shooting and missing, you move in. Then you gain your confidence. Then you step back out.
And he does, and he's going to shoot 2 free throws here as Rasheed Wallace picks the foul, which is his third.
Well, he still has his stroke from the line. This Sunday on NBC, our coverage of the WNBA continues as Teresa Weatherspoon and the Liberty take on league sensation Shamika Holtzclaw and the Mystics. The WNBA
Damn, that's a long ass time ago. I'm just starting to think. That was a long ass. That's been a minute since I heard those names. 23 years ago, y'all. Yeah, about close to 24. Close to 24 years ago, y'all. Damn.
Sabonis' pass intended for Wallace goes astray.
That's a bad angle to try to make that pass. It's on the line there with Wallace. You got to get in an angle where you can make that delivery.
That's a bad pass.
Inside 2 minutes to play. In quarter number 3, Rasheed Wallace
She got a little attitude. I think a bad as hell.
That's where the momentum baskets right now. The crowd is into it once again.
Bryant from Orange.
Being with the response. That's how you do it. You come back, you respond.
And that's one of those crowd quieters. You are a Lakers fan right now. Kobe, again, with that little jump shot that has been on target here in Portland.
Kobe has 18 tonight. A minute to play in the third. Rasheed Wallace with the jumper.
He got it going.
He's averaged 26 points a game in the last 5 ball games. He has been terrific.
And he's been gritty too. Played all 38 minutes of game 4. On bad ankle. Hustler in the floor.
Great.
Stopped by Hustler from the right. Feeds him with the rebound. Takes it ahead to Pippen. Spins between 2 defenders.
That's good recovery defense by Kobe, but Pippen was too deep.
And draws the foul.
Rasheed Wallace, inside, outside. Bobby Marvel is this young man's talent. He's got position, long arms, quick move across the middle. No little jump shot. Stands and power dunks it, and you see the emotion in Rasheed Wallace. The next time down, he was pushed off the block, and he hit the outside jump shot. 4 quick points. Pippen now shooting 2 more free throws.
The foul on Harper was his 4th. He sits. Shaw enters.
And Brian Shaw was huge.
Ryan has scored 3 points. And as you see, still does not have a field goal in the game.
But has a major impact with his defense roaming around. He's one of the reasons why Shaquille O'Neal is working so hard. You gotta stop here, watch. You got a double-digit lead going in.
Hands it to Shaq, and you can't stop
Good
that.
pass by Bean to get Shaq involved. Good pass.
And that's one of the things that the Blazers don't want to give him are those power dunks.
If you told the Blazers Shaq would have 13 points after 3, they would take it happily.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he hooked him. He hooked him.
That's Kobe's 2nd.
Kobe Bryant tries to take the charge. Right there.
Yeah, he hooked him. You know what I'm saying? That's bullshit.
Reaches in with that left arm, and Steve Smith, the wily veteran, reaches up and hooks him to sort of bait him into that foul. It's the same kind of foul Kobe got game 5. His 6th foul, a little lockdown by Steve Smith, fouled him out when he was in the post.
Smith, an excellent free throw
Steve
shooter.
Smith was cooking.
Averaging 16 and
He
a half a
pulled
game
down
in the playoffs.
Yeah, the first quarter, he was cooking.
regular season. That was his 20th
That's
50.
crazy.
And look how consistent he has been.
How about the three-point shooting? As the series gets tougher, it's supposed to get tighter. He shot the ball better. Machine ball's going out. Quick rest. 3 fouls. They don't want him to pick up his fourth in the last 19 seconds of this third period.
They didn't want that shit.
Kobe Bryant, 6 seconds. Shaq double team. Back to Kobe. Fires a three. That's a huge one from Kobe Bryant.
Now y'all see, this is what we talking about when we said the power dynamic shifted. Kobe became the go-to guy, right? When the game is close or the game's needed to be taken over, this guy does it. You know what I'm saying?
So the Blazers, who led by 10 at halftime, are up by 8 heading into the fourth. But it would have been 11 without this.
Bonzi Wells gave too much help, and Kobe Bryant, unbelievable. He shot the ball much better here on the road than he has in the Staples Center. That's a big.
That's far. And you know what's crazy? Like he's saying, he's shooting the ball on the road better. This is why they won all the away games, right? This is why they were able to win championships, because this dude's shooting better on the road than he is at home. Look, guys, you may not want him to be that guy, but it just is what it is. I left a comment on the GOAT for Kobe Bryant as the greatest of all time in the NBA. I left a comment on his page and said they don't want it to be Bean. They don't want it to be him. But it is him. It's him.
Just mentally, instead
It's
of
him,
being
bro.
on double digits at 11, you're within 8, and you feel good about yourself going into that timeout to start the fourth quarter.
That's why Shaq always gives them his
21,
flowers,
he and
y'all.
Steve Smith lead all scorers with 21
When
points.
Shaq ranks his players, he don't rank himself ahead of Kobe. Y'all realize that?
The NBA playoffs on NBC.
On the block with Kobe Bryant. Kobe's got 5. He reaches in there and locks him up with that arm. Kobe gets called for the foul. The 6 fellas and look out, got hooked. What do we see tonight? Watch Steve Smith reach in there right there to grab that arm and hook him. And take another look. And then let's take a listen here at the audio what Kobe says to Danny Crawford.
Steve real slick. He's a veteran, a wily veteran, yeah. And you can't get that one back. In today's game, you can probably get them to review it and overturn the call with the reviews, but you can't get that shit back in the day.
He is slick. He's a veteran. He should be slick.
How good is Danny Crawford? That's great refereeing right there, too. He tells Kobe, I know what Steve Smith's all about. Now let's see, the Blazers, this is a big possession here. They got a chance to push this thing back to
So Ben had to work the refs to make sure he ain't gonna get called for that bullshit no more, so he could really dig down and play deep.
double digits with the first possession of the quarter.
Good defense by Ben. We have to give it up.
On him. Sabonis.
Sabonis.
Wide open.
Three?
No, it's a 2.
He's behind the line, but a long 2, so a 10-point lead.
O'Neal trying to come right back at him and answer.
They are Shaq's ass.
The Blazers do not want to get in a half-court game. This has been good for them. Keep pushing so the Lakers big man can't get back and get set.
Steve Smith.
Good help defense by Robert Horry.
Into the hands of Pippen. 6 seconds to shoot. Scotty. Off the glass, but it stays down.
Scotty's got a lot of energy. He has not used much.
Good move by Scotty.
He can set himself up here for a big fourth quarter for the Blazers.
That was his first field goal. He got 6 points. Ryan Shaw for 3.
Shaw.
He got a good look
came up big. It's destiny, y'all. This nigga ain't playing damn near the whole fucking game, and this nigga contributed. It's damn near destiny.
So they need to use the three wisely. Game 5, they took 27 threes. Tonight, they've taken 9 and made 5 of them, shooting over 50%.
Man. And Mike Dunleavy went away from Scotty bringing the ball and Damon Stoudemire, right? And he got Steve Smith doing it. I think they kind of stagnated their offense a little bit. Great. Right. So Steve Jackson decided to go with more shooting out there on the floor, y'all. We're going to bring D. Look at the D. Look at the D, y'all. Woo! Kobe went too far down. He should have just kind of stayed in between. But Bonzi punished him for that shit. Y'all respect him out there. Good move. Good jump up by Shaq. I like the patience Shaq showed on that possession to get to a spot. Let me show you. Patience. That's all he got to do. Trust in that little jump hook. That's all you got to do.
That's a nice rhythm move by Shaquille. Probably the cleanest look he's got in a long time. And we look at the Blazer lineup, they've gone that big backcourt. Pippen, Steve Smith, and Bonzi Wells out there now with Brian Grant and Sabonis. Underneath to Bonzi Wells.
Oh, good move by Bonzi.
This is the Bonzi Wells we saw in the first 2 games.
Good move. Good hands by Smith.
Scotty waits for his teammates, one of whom is Grant. Grant up. Little contact. No foul, and Wells and Bonzi are tied up for the jump ball.
We have not seen Greg Anthony tonight. We have seen Bonzi Wells because of his size, his ability to score. He steps out on the floor and he makes the jump shot. And then the next time down the floor, he goes right into the block, in front of him, a great pass, the two-hand catch, the powerful finish. The Blazers are up by 11 and attacking. Gotta go to the boards, we have to rebound. They're winning around the boards by 5. And look at this play by Sabonis. He blocks out Shaquille O'Neal, keeps him away from him, and goes up with one hand. And in the timeout, this is what Mike Dunleavy has to say to his team.
On the board, stay away on the board. Strong. Everybody's got all 5 guys gotta get in. Stay on it. They're coming to the glass every time. We gotta be there.
If they will rebound, and if the Lakers are going to go to that glass, then Portland can push the ball out and take advantage of that. You also heard Scottie Pippen's voice, no dunk.
Arvidas Sabonis, as you saw for a moment there, with 8 rebounds, all of them in the second half. And Crawford to toss it up between Wells and Orr. And the Lakers have it. Before the game, you said they needed 15 from Glenn Rice. He's got 12. Almost 9 minutes still remaining. Use the threes wisely. They've taken only 10 and hit half of them. Kobe Bryant, we didn't know if he'd play. He's played every second. And he scored 21 points. That was short. And Bonzi Wells beats a couple of Lakers to the ball. So many of the things the Lakers hope will turn out right have turned out right. And they still trail by 11 because Shaq has been held to 15, about half his average.
He was hitting it and dominated the paint, and the Blazers have done a great job of just trying to slow him down and make him work. Bonzi Wells made a great hustle play. Coming out of that timeout, the ball was loose. It was bouncing on the floor, and he went back and got it. And for loose balls, it's for rebounds, all the chances to get an extra possession, especially when you have the lead.
After Rick Fox's third foul, Blazers inbound. Here's Bonzi Wells with the turnaround, and it won't drop for him. But Grant wins the battle for the rebound.
Now you get a new 24-second shot clock. That means they can use up to 48 seconds on this possession.
Grant was fouled, trying to take it to the rack. That's 3 on Bryant. Ryan Grant in his 6th year out of Xavier will shoot a couple. So far, he's put a handful of upsets at the always unpredictable French Open, but American Venus Williams is still leading the championship charge as she takes to the court and keeps her hopes of winning her first Grand Slam title alive. The French Open, presented by BNP Paribas. Coverage begins tomorrow at 3 Eastern on NBC.
Look at the pressure off the floor. Look at the shot clock. Oh, barely beat it.
Kobe Bryant had it stripped away, but there was a foul.
They almost got a 10-second violation there. That was very, very close.
They've got 10 seconds to get it across midcourt as we take another look at it. The Blazers up by 13 and applying pressure in the backcourt.
You see right there down at the shot clock, at 14 it's a violation, so watch what happens. If that thing is ticking down and Robert Horry at the last minute, boy, that was very, very close.
And Kobe misses the first one.
And Mike Delaney's going to call a timeout. Now this is what Phil Jackson does a lot. Guy gets the free throw, takes the first one, he takes the timeout in between the second one. Maybe let him think about it, and then he'll talk to his team what he wants him to do coming out of this timeout.
Blazers determined that the sun will not set on their season, at least not in Game 6. And you have to believe, if they've gotten over the exhilaration of their own victory, that the Pacers would prefer to see a Portland victory here. Whoever comes out of the West will be favored in the finals, but the Lakers would figure to be a larger favorite than Portland. And in any case, the Pacers would like to see a 7th game because they've got to travel west to either here or LA, and they'd like the winner to come out of the West with as little rest as possible. With that miss, Kobe goes 0 for 2, and as a team, the Lakers are 11 for 23.
The Lakers have nothing going, y'all.
They've missed 12 free throws, and they trail by 13 points. Sabonis for 3. That might have torn the roof off the place. Already looking for Shaq, but Pippen flies in and deflects it out, and he thinks that it went off O'Neal's hands last.
Now it's interesting that the fact that Scotty is not attacking Kobe tonight because Kobe's not playing him, it's really giving him more energy on the defensive end. Scotty has been everywhere. Take a look there. Scotty deflects that ball.
We saw.
Back live, missing the jumper. Bryant battling, pulling the rebound, but there's a foul on the Lakers.
There's absolutely no spacing in the Lakers offense right now, and that's what this triangle offense is all about. Spacing and angles. The shot goes up. There were 5 Blazers in the paint. The only way the Lakers can get a rebound is to go over their back.
The foul was
7 minutes to go. 81-68.
Bonzi Wells drives baseline, and Shaw had the foul.
Now look at the Lakers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Blazers. Watch here when this shot goes up. Only 1 Laker in there. Look at the cup that is built. The only way that you can get that rebound is to go over the back. And that's exactly what Portland wants to do. Give them the shot with a hand in their face. No second shot. Come down the floor and go to a matchup that you like. And tonight it's been Bonzi Wells.
The Lakers still have nearly 7 minutes to try and come back. But assuming for a moment that
Bonzi Wells is killing it.
the Lakers would have won 2 of 3 here. Portland has won 2 of 3 in this series, and 3 of their last 4 overall dating back to the regular season at Staples Center. That 7th game at home isn't that much of a cushion for the Lakers. James Harden
Good shot,
finally
Bob.
finding the range on his jump shot, and all the pressure would be on the Lakers. They're the team favorite to win about just this
And you
series.
know what's crazy, underrated about this Lakers team? We had a lot of guys who thrived under pressure. You know what I'm saying? Guys who weren't afraid of the moment. Like, we had a lot of guys like that.
The NBA title. At one point not long ago, they won
13-point game.
in a 31-game stretch. And they'll come into a potential Game 7 on the verge of coughing up a 3-1 lead. The greater pressure would seem to be on them.
Brick.
A lot of misses. That's assuming Portland can
Good
get
rebound by Shaq.
The one thing that the Portland Trailblazers don't want to do is start shooting a lot of outside jump shots.
They lead by 13.
Yeah.
Brian
Shaw.
Shaw tries to cut it to 10 and does.
Woo-wee.
Timeout is on Mike Dunleavy, and I'm very careful. Back-to-back shots here. Now the Lakers have 14 fouls, so the Blazers are going to shoot. They're supposed to open back, but they'll shoot free throws if they'll attack that basket for the rest of the game.
Oh, bad turnover. That's awful.
And with 5:50 remaining, the Lakers have the ball trailing by 10. They have hit 6 of 11 threes tonight. Mike Dunleavy's team, 0 for 6.
Shout out to Phil Jackson for staying with Brian Shaw, too.
The arm.
You see, that's playing in character for the Lakers. You know, they averaged 13 three-point attempts during the course of the season, didn't shoot them that well. You start shooting 25, 27 threes, that's when they lose.
Shaw again. Not this time. But the
That's a
rebound
good look, though.
looking for shot. Got inside Sabonis and Grant comes
Good shit.
over for the foul.
Good aggressive move by Shaq.
This is why it's important for Shaq to make free throws early in the game. Because when he struggles, you know that Portland is going to come hard, and they are not going to let him lay the ball in the basket. Last time here, 9 of 9. This time, here comes Brian Grant. That's an excellent foul. Shaq will step up now to shoot 3 free throws. 10-point lead and still a long time to go.
Yeah, that was a smart foul disguised as a attempt to block the shot. He had no intentions of blocking that shot, but he has to make it look like he's going to the ball to avoid getting called for the flagrant.
Fourth quarter. Just one day on the evening.
Shaq stepping up, hit one free
You
throw.
can see what's happened during the course of this playoffs. His fourth quarter free throws, his fourth quarter field goals. He's very, very important here. If he can start making these free throws, put a lot of pressure on the Blazers.
He makes them both.
He makes
Clutch
them both.
free throws by Shaq. Cuts it to 8.
He always says, Bob, that he'll make them when they count. And he stepped up there and he made 2 big ones.
Scottie Pippen and Bernie Fryer says hold on.
And Shaq know how to spin that shit. He said he'll make it when they count. They all count Shaq.
That's a great play by Scottie. He comes down the floor and you try to front the post, and when you do, all you have to do is turn the corner and there's no defensive help. Once again, Kobe Bryant in foul trouble, so you know that they're going to go at him at the end of this game. But when you get up on that side of the post,
Yeah.
Steve Smith, there's no way you can get back and get help regardless of how quick you are. Scottie recognized it.
Pippen with 7. He's the second one here to reestablish a 10-point lead. 5:24 left.
How strange it must be for Phil Jackson to fill that bin and see Scottie Pippen shooting free throws to try to beat him.
They won 6 rings together. Somebody's going to leave the other behind in the pursuit of a 7th. Bryant missed. And it's Pippen with the rebound.
Now who's Kobe going to guard? If it's Pippen, he will attack him, try to foul him out of the game. So let's see if they go that. So Scottie said, I want the ball in the post. Get out there, Steve. I've got the advantage.
Steve Smith backs up for 3.
Woo!
He caught it, took a mini step backward to get beyond the arc, and drilled a big one.
This guy is a big game shooter. We would not like to take a big shot from me when it's counting. I always felt when I was coaching, Steve Smith was one of those kind of guys. Just back, no hesitation.
Steve Smith was on fire.
I thought he had bad
That man wanted the ring bad.
getting here, getting excited. They think in for Game 7.
Up with Phil Jackson.
The Lakers are down big, y'all.
Scottie Pippen. Then and now.
They need a miracle.
We all saw a great competitor in Scotty. And what he had to find is the nurturance to become, the kind of competitor that could stay focused under duress. And now facing him on the other side, him knowing all the angles of our offense, knowing how to disrupt our game, and trying to make him pay a little bit for it. It is not easy. He sees that ring in front of him on that merry-go-round, which he will grasp something that I want. And that's a championship that's just as far away from us that we both have to put aside what we've done over the past 11, 12 years and play our respective roles that have to be played out here.
As Phil was commenting on Scotty, Sabonis fouled O'Neal. But the Blazers aren't over the limit. Just the second foul on Arvidas. Laker ball from the side. Right back into Shaq. Up top to Bryant. O'Neal in the paint. And another foul. It's on Sabonis. It's his third as we go to Amon.
All right, thanks, Bob. You saw that ultimate respect there from Phil to Scotty. And in talking with Scotty told me over the 11 years, every day at practice he learned something new under Phil Jackson. And now it looks like the things he learned are about to come back and haunt Phil Jackson. Bob?
Thanks, Amon. Unless Brian Shaw
Good
can do
shot.
something about it, and he's doing his best.
When this series started, Mike Dunleavy said, one of the guys that really worries me is Brian Shaw. Remember Brian Shaw was here with Portland. They had to trade him to get Scottie Pippen, so he knows his ability to shoot the three.
Pippen to Sabonis. Shaw has 9 points on 3 threes in 5 attempts. Sabonis for 2. Wells picks it up. Takes it right in with the left hand.
Mikey Wells, fresh legs tonight, great energy. Playing like a young guy, having a lot of fun. Our second shot.
90-78, y'all.
Shaq's pass for Morey. Morey's shot is blocked.
Rasheed Wallace gets a piece of it coming over. Now Scottie Pippen is going to direct this pass. 3:35 to go. And the Portland fans are starting to taste it here. A possible showdown on Sunday afternoon.
Steve Smith. And they lose it. Here comes Shaw, wrapped up by Pippen.
Good defense by B. Shaw.
But that's going to put the Trailblazers with the Lakers over the limit.
Sabonis is going to miss the shot, and nobody blocks out Bonzi Wells. The ball goes long, and Bonzi takes it right back to the basket, right around Shaquille O'Neal. Used his quickness, used his body with a nice finish. Look at this, 14 points in 15 minutes tonight.
One of the many keys for Portland tonight. And Shaw misses the first. They've outscored the Lakers in the paint. 44-28. That's remarkable. Shaq has 17 points on 17 shots. Meanwhile, Sabonis and Shaw misses them both.
How do you figure that? You step in and you make a couple threes, and you walk up and miss 2 free throws.
Sabonis has played 42 minutes, his longest stint of the entire season, regular or postseason, and he's been very, very effective.
The question I have is, if they do win, can he get his legs to recover for a Game 7? Remember, Sabonis now, he has not played
Good
this
move,
game.
good aggressive move by
It's going to
Bonzi.
be tough for him to try to rebound. He's going to have to give everything he can in that Game 7.
And perhaps part of the reason he's done so well tonight is that there was an extra day off between games 5 and 6.
I agree with that. I mean, the longer of rest you can give him, and Mike Dunleavy's going to have to take a look at this. If he gets a chance to feel like the distance is out of reach and it's still a long way away, if he gets out of that minute and a half mark or whatever, gets the bonus out of the game, and give him as much rest as he can. He has been tremendous tonight.
The Lakers ask for time. The free throw line has been unkind to them. 13 of 27 for LA tonight. A comeback from a 3-1 deficit to win an NBA playoff series is rare but not unprecedented. It looks like Dak is going to have to warm his seat at the Staples Center on Sunday for a Game 7.
Let's get to it.
A tremendous amount of credit.
How about Bonzi Wells, who just hit the free throws? 16 points in 16 minutes tonight.
Well,
Kobe's
big.
3 may come a bit late.
Kobe Bryant has shot the ball so well tonight. Remember, he had more Tonight, that has not been the case.
Portland asked for a timeout rather than risk the turnover. They lead it by 11. 2:34 to play in Game 6.
Robin, we talked about Game 5 and what the Blazers did defensively to Shaquille O'Neal. They went back, trapped him, they double-teamed him. He only got 6 shots in the second half. He made all 6 of them. Remember, only 2 in the fourth quarter. He's 2 for 2. Well, tonight, they've gone back down there hard again, forcing him to get the ball up, and he's 3 of 9. So they've done a great job of not letting him dominate the second half like he did in games 3 and 4 when they won in here to take the home court advantage back.
Taking the shot of the paint.
Good move by Bonzi.
He's got 18. Why not? Everybody else is going for it. He had 17 in game 1. This is his biggest game of the series.
Bang.
Bryant comes back with another
That boy
three.
cold. That boy is so fucking cold.
As a team, the Lakers have made 9 of 14 threes. If you just saw that stat and no other and hadn't seen the game, you'd have to assume they won.
Scottie Pippen got hit with a back screen and was holding his shoulder on that last possession. Let me think he's okay. It's like Corey throws down Sabonis in the post.
And Horry is hit with his fourth.
Scottie's holding his shoulder. You can see right there as he talks to Mike Dunleavy on the sideline. He got hit with a blind pick and went down. Call out those back screens. That's one thing as a guard. You get really upset if someone doesn't call those things out when you're pressuring the ball. Watch here. Scottie's guarding the ball. Steps up and sets a back screen. Rick Fox and catches him. And Scottie wasn't very happy about that. His defensive man didn't talk to him.
Sabonis in double figures now with 10. He also has 9 rebounds and 6 assists. Bryant for another 3. 3 in a row.
Hey, Kobe on some other shit, bro. Like, it's like in crunch time, he turned into something else, dog.
Nailed him.
Wow. Piece of tape there on the floor. I think he just going right there and shooting it.
His high game of the series, 30.
Monty Wells got to be very careful to give that ball into a trapping area.
Rasheed Wallace against Oregon.
Basket here might seal the deal.
4 seconds to shoot it. Wallace was pushed out of his range, but there's a foul on the play against Oregon.
Wow, that's a play. Robert Horry. A little something going here away from the basketball with Scottie Pippen. Maybe Rick Fox. Remember
That wasn't a smart foul. That was not a smart foul by Robert Horry.
Was it game 1 in here that they, excuse me, game 3 in here that those guys had their little skirmish. But he was upset with the back screen. Let's see now here. He blocks Scottie off the boards. Scottie grabs him by the shirt. And then Fox comes back and pushes him in the chest. Scottie's got to be very, very smart here. He was very fortunate when he threw that hard elbow that he didn't get suspended for game 5. He doesn't want to do anything right now with a minute 28 to go and a 9-point lead.
Rick Fox, movie star handsome, and in fact he's had some acting roles. He's married to Vanessa Williams, but before you think he's just a Hollywood pretty boy, he's really been something of a roughneck in these playoffs.
Well, he gives Scottie a hip and knocks him out of bounds. Scottie recovers, grabs him by his jersey, and then there's the push in the chest. Good refereeing as they come over and get those two guys separated. But bad blood since game 3 in here. That's the game, remember, that Brian Shaw walked away from the bench and got suspended.
Rasheed Wallace now with 18. Kobe, Wallace came up and requested back.
So Kobe cooled off.
Bonzi Wells looking for 12. This is Bonzi Wells' career high. Bryant Shaw for 3.
That's crazy.
What are these threes? Well, 6 of 27 in the last game. Looks like they've got radar tonight. They can't score the paint, but just shoot the threes.
Trying to trap, but instead Pippen is fouled. LA has made 7 of 9 threes in the fourth quarter.
And still trailed by 10.
said, "What, bitch?"
Game 11 of 17.
Yeah, what you gonna do, Scotty?
Fonzie Wells has to get in there.
I believe he's going to get Scotty out of the game, too, because he knows he's got to get him out of the game. He's got to shoot
Rick Fox trying to get Scotty out of there.
these 2 free throws. But Scotty's got to be very smart here. He cannot lose his points.
So many stories in this game. One of them is Fonzie Wells, a career high, not just for the playoffs, but any game. He got 20. This is his second year out of Ball State, but he hardly played at all as a rookie. So essentially, he's a first-year man. Let's watch what's happening with Fox.
Rick Fox is going to come up. He and Scotty get something in his ear. Scotty gets a little elbow, gets it to him back. Scotty has got to stay away from that. That'd be a heck of a trade-off. If you're a Blazer fan, you lose Scottie Pippen, the Lakers lose Rick Fox. I think the Lakers would take that.
It's like it was Christmas. Inside a minute. Kobe will try another 3. And he'll hit it
God,
again.
that's
Things
insane.
on the floor. I mean, everyone has been right on the money. How about Kobe Bryant? Had his worst game, now he's come back and had his best. Here's Rick Fox now gives Steve Smith the shove. The Blazers have got to keep their composure. And now, Mike Dunleavy be saying something.
You think you're a real big tough guy, don't you? Look at my Dunleavy.
Rick Fox.
Yeah, I can take you.
See, I played with Mike. Mike is got a little temper on him. And he's standing up for his players right now.
And look, Mike sound like he might say, fucking schmuck. Rick loves it.
And here they are, Fox is
Hey,
running.
Rick loves it, yeah. He's got to like talk to him.
Walking away because he's aware of what you're talking about.
I think the referee's got to do a good job right here. They cannot let him be out there on his own walking around.
And now Pippen exhorting the crowd.
Look at Scotty glaring over at the bench right now.
And I'll bet you Dunleavy said something to this effect. How cheap